sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept sure winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to the 12th round of the season for the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Body Armor Cup Series. Here this weekend for what I believe is probably one of the first stops you're ever going to have seen here at the Lime Rock Park for stock cars, finally getting to hit this classic 6-turn road course here. It's going to be an interesting race here, obviously. Always, you can never know what to expect from this track. It's definitely one of the stranger ones we go to. You know, being such a small course, it is a road course, but these lap times, they're well under a minute, usually about the 45 to 50 seconds, somewhere between 47 to 50 seconds, the lap times here. So you're definitely going to see some fast times being set here tonight, or today. We got 33 laps here to settle it out to duel this today in the Motorola Grand Prix for this, the 12th race of the season. And joined here by Napa fan today, once again, after he has come on with us, I think with last 2 races actually, but first time we've ever seen stock cars here at Lime Rock Park in an offline series. What do you think we're going to expect? What are you expecting here today?
well, I mean, the Haas IndyCar Series has come here the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years at least, but they are open-wheel cars. They have a lot more grip. A little bit different than the stock cars, but regardless of the fact, something that we saw in this year's Haas IndyCar Series race at Lime Rock was guys tend to overshoot turn number 1 just a little bit. It actually was a big factor in the race, but there wasn't much passing. It's always been a difficult place to pass. But it's going to be interesting, you know, like you said, one of the first times we've seen stock cars, you know, on this version of Lime Rock Park, and definitely going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. I think those guys starting up front, though, are going to have the best advantage here tonight in this race.
We'll take a look here at the points. Obviously, you see Brandon Nelson, Arthur Xavier make up the front row. It's a Toyota 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got Nelson, Arthur Xavier, Tristan Allen, Scott Upton. So both of the Stuart Grattan Motorsports cars starting in the top 3 or top 4. That is going to be something to watch out for. And Alexander Rowe starting in 5th. Definitely in road course master there. Dustin Davis in 7th. So we got all the Toyotas in the top 5, and then Dustin Davis there. That is 6 Toyotas in the top 7. They are definitely strong here this weekend at Lime Rock Park. Take a look here at the points. Obviously, after Indianapolis, Josh Williamson still holds a 10-point lead over Angel Oliveira. That's where it gets interesting. He is now 25 points up on Equan Haslam, who snuck out that victory at Indianapolis on Sunday. Colton Yo sits in 4th at 53. Justin Zidell making a late-season resurgence here. He's moved his way up to 5th. Thomas Lipscomb still sticking around there. Then you got Scott Upton, Jonathan Logan, Dale Lightning, Brock Nelson now cracking his way up there into the top 10. Alphabet slidden all the way down to 11th. I don't believe he has gone pointless. He is on one of the longest point droughts, I believe, currently in the series. You know, taking a look at how his season's gone since he won at Daytona. I don't think he scored points at Twin Ring Motegi, but then has only scored 2 points since then, so he's definitely in the need for a big day. Obviously, you know, owners points-wise, Ryan Racing now moving up to the top of the field there in 2nd. Still Owen Miles and Jacoan Racing leading, but it's going to be interesting there. And obviously worth noting, again, since we're on a road course, Stuart Grattan Motorsports. They got 2 guys starting in the top 5 here today, or top 4. So that'll be worth noting here. But pace car is going to pull off here. Going to take our pace lap around this road course here. So starting lineup on the left-hand side of your screen. Brandon Nelson won the pole. He'll start alongside Arthur Xavier, looking for a strong run here today. Tristan Allen's going to start in 3rd position in the 61. Scott Upton, Brandon Nelson's teammate, is going to start in P4. Taking a look back there, Alexander Rowe, road course man. He's going to start in P5, looking for his first win of the season. And Christopher Alfby looking to get his season back on track. Got row 4 back there. Dustin Davis on the inside, Justin Zidell on the outside. Gonna be a fun row to watch there. Chase Buck. Haven't talked about him too much this year, but see what he can do today. Nathan Faden, he's rounds out the top 10. See Dale Lightning in there, and you got to take a look. You've got Josh Williams starting back there. Gonna be watching to see if he can come up through the field. Angel Oliveira starts deep in the field today. That is going to be worth noting, but Everybody taking their pace lap here around this 6-turn road course here. Obviously, fuel window is going to be about 17 laps, so it should only be a one-stop race. Obviously, 33 laps. So yeah, first time you've ever seen stock cars here, but as they head down the long back straightaway, the back straightaway here at Lime Rock Park, into that quick right-hander at the top of the hill. Who do you got winning today's race in the inaugural stock car trip here in Lime Rock?
I'm going to look at Tristan Allen, number 61 right there, starting in third. He's really good on the road courses, at least on my end, and even at, more specifically at Riverside, which in a stock car kind of holds some similarities, at least to the winding turns here at Lime Rock. It is a lot different, but Tristan Allen in a good starting position right there, and I have a good feeling about the number 61 here today at Lime Rock.
It'll be interesting to watch to see what he can do here today in that number 61 machine, but just about set pace car. They're cresting down the hill into the final right-hand turn, fast part of the track. And it's going to be looking for a lot of passing. Some calamity we're just going to have to find out. But here they come down the front straightaway. It's Nelson and Xavier getting set to lead us to the green for the first ever time. Stock cars finally racing at Lime Rock Park. They're going to go slowly crawling down the front straightaway, waiting for the lights to go out here at the end. And just as they do, up through the gears, and the lights are out, and away we go. We're racing in Lime Rock Park. Lap number 1 in the books here. Brandon Nelson started from the pole, got a fast jump off into the lead. Saw Tristan Allen in that 61. He was trying hard to see if he could make up ground on the 16 Arthur Xavier, but Xavier got back by him. Those two, keep in mind, are also teammates, so a lot of Toyota teammates here in the top of the field. Scott Upton settling down in 4th, Rose at 5th. Dustin Davis is already up a spot. Alphabe's back a spot. And you got Buck Lightning fading, sliding just a little bit. William Brock, Keaton Thompson looking to pounce, but everybody's spanning out, trying to fight for those positions early on here in the start of the fuel run.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting to see how this shakes out, because they have spread out quite a bit, but Tristan Allen there looking on Arthur Xavier. Nelson's going to pull out to a pretty big lead right here, and we'll have to see if that ends up translating into a race win later on. But how about this guy's getting a little loose there off the corner, and we got a lot of guys going side by side in the back of the field, midway part of the field right there.
You got Alphabet, Zidell, those two going at it for what looks like the 7th position here. Alphabet on the inside, Zidell on the outside. He'll have the preferred line heading into 2, and he'll probably set that up well for turn 3. Dale Lightning's moved into the top 10. You got Faden, Chase Buck sliding back just a little bit. See, he needs a good run here, trying to turn his season around, not having a good year points-wise. William Brock still on the up and come up after that win at Homestead. Got Thompson, Usman Hamid, Brett Sierra, Davey Johnson. Got Zachary Fitzwater trying to work his way through the field. Just an update here on the points. Josh Williamson sliding back. He's already down to 22nd. I think he might have lost a few more spots. See Thomas Trox has moved up. Angel Olvera. Oh, something happened at the 54. I think he has rear end damage. Ooh, Jonathan Logan took a big shot somewhere on the track. Ooh, Iquan has him. I think there was a wreck. Either way, not a good day for some of these guys already, and not a good day for the points leader, but back up in front, it's Nelson over Xavier. Xavier seems to be closing in a little bit, though, not too far off of him. He separated himself from Allen and Upton, so it's going to be interesting to watch to see, that 16 car can catch the 18, which is like about how long, it's interesting to see how long it takes him to make a pass for that lead.
Yeah, it definitely will be. I'm intrigued to see what Arthur Xavier can do if he can close in on him. And who knows, Arthur Xavier may just have that thing set up a little bit better. We'll see what the gap is this time by, and Xavier gained.
Ooh,
Wait for it
2
up there, right there. Yeah, 2 tenths right there, and if he can keep that up, of course, that would be pretty big if he can get to the back bumper of Nelson and possibly take this race away. But Nelson could have a better lap this time around. It's a very technical racetrack. You got to hit your marks, and there's not much room for error. So these guys are really on the ball with where they're hitting the marks on the racetrack.
Oh, and obviously, too, you do have to keep in mind the fuel usage. Ooh, Arthur Xavier got a huge run. Down up there, down the hill. They're going to head into the fast right-hander here, coming back down to the front, or down the hill again, coming down the front stretch. Xavier just slid a little too much there. Nelson seems to be sliding through that bottom corner there, coming down onto the front straightaway really well, getting a lot of good runs off of there. But Xavier's still in his wake, and he's not losing time. The gap down another 1/10 and a half, taking off that lead. So Xavier early in the run here, he's looking strong. I know Nelson's got that track position, but got to watch out for the 16 car. He's looking to take that fight to that 18 machine.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And if they get a little racy, that could bring Tristan Allen into the battle here. But the thing is, Xavier's got to get to Brandon Nelson. You got to find a way around him. And it is possible to make a pass here. I mean, we saw Chase Harris do it on Marty Johnson in the IndyCar Series earlier this year. So it's a surprise is all when it happened, but it is possible. And you got to keep in mind, too, we will have a set of pit stops in this race about halfway through the race. So that'll definitely affect who gets the advantage later on.
Yeah, I don't think that'll cause any fuel mileage issues. It'll be obviously anytime you get pit stops will be interesting, but should be just about a perfect split. A little past halfway, they're gonna pit. See, Xavier lost about 2 tenths this time. Take a look through the field. Now Tristan Allen seems to be slowly separating himself from Upton. And you got Rowe and Upton, Rowe, Dustin Davis settled down in 6th. Seidels in 7th. Alchemy's back to 8th. Dale Lightning, Nathan Faden. Chase Buck, William, Brock, Thompson. Take a look there through the field at some of these other notables here and where they run currently. Colton Yost sliding off the track. Josh Williamson not having a good run so far, still in 22nd, under siege from Eric Dodge and Brock Nelson. Watkins Glen winners not had a good weekend. You got Chase Harris back there, Igor Barreto, Ryan Durrani, Angel O'Leary back in 27th, so not a good day for top guys in points. You got Bronson Minnick, Thomas Troxel, and there's Jonathan Logan. And you've got Equan Haslam and Eric Monaco both out of the race. Back up front, Xavier closed a lot that time, closed over 3/10 of a second, and he's gaining big time on Brandon Nelson.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can get the draft here. I mean, it's not a big factor here at Lime Rock, a bit of a slow road course, but there aren't really many places where you slow down, and that's not going to help Brandon Nelson at all. And that curb there right off the corner. I have to see if Arthur Xavier takes advantage of that here in the next couple of laps.
Down the hill, and that fast right-hander leading back out onto the front straightaway. He's going to have all the draft he wants there. Going to gain up really close to his back bumper. Going to head down into turn 1 here. Watch Xavier just hitting his marks there on the inside. Just under 3/10. Now the gap between him and Nelson, and there he's definitely closing a lot into turn 2. See who can set up for 3 and heading down the back stretch into 4. Ooh, Nelson, they both slide just a touch wide, but neither hits the grass. And Allen definitely seems to be losing some time there. Doesn't seem to quite have the pace these top 2 do. Into turn 4, up the hill again. Xavier seems to be at the top end of the track. Nelson seems to be better through about turns 2 up through 4, but then coming down here is where Xavier seems to close in the most.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I mean, Nelson seems to have a bit of an advantage right here on Xavier, but they are quite equal. And I think the big thing for Xavier is if he can come down the pit lane about the same distance away from Brandon Nelson, he could possibly pull a little bit of strategy and maybe gain an advantage on the 18 machine here in this race. But either way, very interesting stuff going on here. Looks like Tristan Allen, I can't tell, he might have closed in a little bit that last lap in number 61. He's got Scott Upton there in 4th, and behind him for the 5th position there, Alexander Rowe. I have to see if any of these guys play strategy. Maybe go 2 tires or maybe even no tires on the pit stop. I wouldn't imagine these guys would do that because tire wear is definitely significant here at Lime Rock. But that cycle of pit stops is definitely going to determine who gets this race victory here today in the Motorola Grand Prix.
It's definitely going to be a crucial set of pit stops when they do come up. See Chase Buck, he's sliding all the way back now to 13th. Still a solid run, just needs points, and that's 13th isn't going to get the job done. That's parking here, but watching up through the front of the field. Obviously, these Toyotas, though, even though they're not really getting too racy with each other right now, they have to all be sitting there happy because right now that's top 1, 2, 3, 4 in both Derek Hamill and Stuart Grattan have to be happy at this. All four of their guys in the top 4 right now. It's a max, just about a max point day there for the Toyota camp. Just missing some of the Fisher G cars that not up there in the Otter Island, but Toyota having a good day so far. Ooh, Upton's gonna get down. Allen had a bad run off the corner. Now Upton wants to see if he can get on that podium spot.
Yeah, this is a good battle right here. Upton to the inside. He should have the advantage here off the final corner and into turn 1. Allen just slipping up a little bit. I don't know if they got the setup quite right on that 61 machine so far, so we'll have...
Oh, and he blew up.
Oh my, well they didn't get the setup right on that one, and that is going to take him out of the points. Valuable points getting lost there for Scott Upton.
Oh, that's a huge loss there for Scott Upton. Was sitting inside the top 10 in point. Oh, he's, this could be, I hope everybody gets by him. And he's off the track, blown motor, going to end the day here for the 07. Just as he was getting by Tristan Allen for the 3rd position, blows a motor there. That's a tough break for him. Tough break for that team, too. They're going to lose the owner's points, but Zeidel's on the move now. He wants to gain what's now going to be for the 4th position, and I think he's going to do it before they even hit the straightaway.
Yeah, good job there out of Justin Zeidel, and now he's up into the 12-point range, I do believe. Yes, so that's a good position right there for Justin Zeidel. And here we got Dustin Davis moving his way to the inside of Alexander Rowe, now starting to fall back in the 8 machine here. We'll just have to see here if he can hold off Dustin Davis for the time being, but right now they're still side by side here at Lime Rock.
They're side by side battling for that 5th position. Don't look now, Dale Lightning is closing in too to this fight. He's moved up a couple spots. And given none of the top guys in points are up there right now, this could be a huge points gain for Dale Lightning. Could drastically change the championship race. Rowe's going to hold on there for a moment. He's going to get around or clear Davis for the time being. That moves William Brock and Keegan Thompson into the battle for the 10th position. It's going to allow Chase Buck an extra spot to close back in. It's just not a good day for these points leaders here. Josh Williamson still back mired in the low to mid high 20s there. You got Angel Olvera just cannot seem to get going anywhere today, but up front, Brandon Nelson knows exactly where he's going, and he's just set sail, checking out there. Arthur Xavier, they have almost a 4-second gap on Tristan Allen back to 3rd position, so they've definitely, barring a crash between the 16 and the 18 car, it is definitely going to be these two are going to settle it here today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. These guys are definitely the class of the field at this point with a 5-second gap, a near 5-second gap there on the 51 machine, or should I say, yeah. 61. Am I right about the 61 machine? Excuse me, I wasn't reading that right. A little blurry there, but yeah, I mean, Arthur Xavier still has a shot at this one, no doubt about it. He's been able to keep up here with Brandon Nelson, and Brandon Nelson's definitely going to have to be on his game once they get to that cycle of pit stops, no doubt about it.
Look there though, gap closed just a little bit. It's a back and forth seesaw battle really between these two. Xavier closes it up a little bit, Nelson opens it out. But sort of like an Indy, feels a lot like the IndyCar race we saw here earlier in the year, just a little bit of back and forth, nobody really gaining a huge advantage. Obviously they have a huge advantage over the 61 car, but outside of that, you know, just staying amongst themselves. But I think Alfred might have gotten off the course. He's under major attack by Nathan Faden. He's got to be careful because now William Brock is going to be right up his bumper. Keegan Thompson, see Fitzy's closing in on the points. He got around Chase Buck. Faden up into the 8th position. He's slowly starting to try and creep his way up through the field here. See, Alphabeat's going to have to go on the defense here to hold off Brock and Keegan Thompson. Obviously, Keegan Thompson definitely frustrated over the fuel mileage last week at Indy. Backed up here for the 5th position. Rowe's got a whole horde of cars. He's got Davis and Dale Lightning both up his rear end. And Davis is going to get to the inside.
Yeah, Rowe was a little off the corner there, and that's going to give the advantage to Justin Davis. And then you got Dale Lightning right here in the 27 looking to get around Alexander Rowe as well. Rowe's been falling back a lot in this race. He was effectively in 4th for a moment, and now he's on the verge of losing and falling back to the 7th position here at Lime Rock. So definitely going to be interesting as we head back up front. Arthur Xavier there in the number 16. I thought he was closing in there on Brandon Nelson, but He's still within a second, and that's enough to possibly get an advantage on during the cycle of pit stops.
Yeah, he's in that, he's in that margin of error. Now, obviously, it's going to be interesting because these two are going to pit, regardless of, who pits first. These two are going to pit with open pit stalls, and they're not going to really have to worry about traffic because they started 1-2. So it's not like they're really a threat to be involved in an accident on pit road here. It's just going to be a matter, really, who gets the fastest stop, who can nail it the most and get out fastest out lap. But we'll go another lap here. Probably going to see pit stops in 2 to 3 laps, I'd imagine. But gap closed back down just a little, down at 0.7 seconds. So it was at 8/10, now it's 7/10. The seesaw battle between these two back and forth. Don't look now, worth noting, this 88 car, Zidell, is closing in on Tristan Allen. Zidell's already got another 12 points to his name here today. If he holds on for 4th, he'd love to gain a couple extra. We haven't talked about him much up until the Michigan race a couple weeks ago, but the past couple weeks we've definitely seen a lot more out of that 88 machine, and he's slowly starting to eke his way back into that early season form we saw out of him at Florida Speed Weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Justin Zidell, definitely a really solid driver. Obviously defending Haas IndyCar Series champion. He isn't going to win the championship this year in the Haas IndyCar Series, but this is a place where he's come to before in the IndyCars, and we'll have to see if he can close in on Tristan Allen right there. Allen has been fading back a lot. It's almost down to, say, roughly about 6 seconds there, if I'm reading that correctly, and I believe I saw Dustin Davis or someone come down the pit lane in the back of the field. And I believe the cycle is beginning here. This is lap 16 of 33, I do believe.
All right, lap 19 of 33 here currently. Couple of the top runners here. You got Davis, you got Lightning in the pits. See some other guys who've been back marking most of the day. Williamson, Sierra, Minnick, a lot of those guys in there. In the pits, see, obviously we've got a little bit of a pit battle between the 27 of Lightning and the 70. I can't tell from here. I think Chase Harris has been in a huge crash somewhere. We're going to have some wrecks to go back and review, but either way, the leaders are in the pits. This could be an important race here. Tristan Allen sliding into the pit stall, trying to gain as much time as he can. Let's see now between the 18. Oh my goodness, Brandon Nelson just got KO'd by Usman Hamid on pit entry.
That's going to really, really hurt Brandon Nelson. They're going to have to repair some damage. That's going to slow his time down on the pit lane, most likely. Definitely watch out for him here because he's probably going to stay on the pit lane for a while, which means that Arthur Xavier is probably going to get the advantage, and it took a while to give him the jack up there for the left for
Xavier's
the right
down
anyway, and Xavier's going to get out ahead of him, but barely, and I don't even know if that was damage. I think that just simply slowed down Brandon Nelson time-wise trying to get into his pit stall, but Arthur Xavier, and that's what I was talking about, he's got that advantage within a second of Brandon Nelson coming down the pit lane. That one mistake out of the 18 going to give Arthur Xavier the race lead here on lap 20.
Obviously, Brandon Nelson not going to be happy there with the slow car. Usman Hamid slid out of his pit stall, but I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen plenty of races get decided on pit road here. Obviously, I mean, we saw Watkins Glen kind of was decided by pit strategy. So it's not uncommon for pit issues to end up deciding races here. Just tough luck for Nelson. He's got 13 laps left, though. We obviously know he has a strong car, so it's going to be interesting to see. Now Xavier's the leader. We'll see if Nelson can chase him down. Obviously, let's see the gap here at the line. Now, the gap at the line is 1.6 seconds, so it's a pretty decent-sized gap, but we'll see here what he can do. Take a look through the rest of the field. Tristan Allen's in 3rd. Justin Zidell's in 4th. Dustin Davis with the quick undercut there. He's moved himself up into the 5th position, so a great strategy play by that 70 team. They've moved themselves into 5th, and I mean, to be fair, they are still within strikes at the podium, so a good run for Dustin Davis. Dale Lightning, I think, just slid off the track a little bit at the top of the course. Nathan Faden's up to 7th. Looking for redemption from last week at Indy. Just had a great run that got spoiled in that big wreck. Got Alexander Rose slipped back to 8th. He's not, and he may not be done slipping. Chase Buck has moved himself into the points. He's up to 9th. Brett Sierra in 10th. Alphabee had a bad stop. He slid out of the points. You see Thompson, William Brock lost some time. Definitely was a lot of guys who had some slow stops on pit road here. See that 12 car, both the EEL racing machines running there. Angel Vera just still not having a very good day here. Usman Hamid with the damage there showing from the incident. So you got Jonathan Logan who was involved in the wreck, and Chase Harris ended up retiring with the damage. Thomas Lipscomb was also in an accident. So we will have some incidents that we are going to review here today to figure out what exactly happened. Back up front, the gap's already back down, 0.3 down, and it's down to only 1.3 seconds, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be closer this time. So
yeah,
this is going to be interesting.
I think Nelson just generally has the fastest car. I mean, you can see him get such a run there down the front stretch. That number 18 closed in by half a second that last lap right there. So we'll have to see if he can close in on Xavier here for this race lead. I mean, there's a reason why Nelson was able to pull away. I think that 18 has the fastest car, and you got to think, too, maybe that little bit of damage is helping him with the aerodynamics just a little bit. Obviously got him to Usman Hamid there on the pit lane, but might have bent him the side of the car, and that might be giving him a slight advantage here on Arthur Xavier at the time being.
I mean, it's not uncommon. We have seen it before where drivers definitely have gained an advantage from having a little bit of damage. I think the gap's going to open up just a little more this time around, but obviously Nelson did take over half a second out of Xavier's lead in a lap, so we know he has a strong car. It's just going to be a matter, can he put all the corners together? Gap at the line, 0.7, so Xavier gains just a little bit of time, but not nearly as much as Nelson took out that previous lap. So these two obviously having a pretty solid battle here, just trying to, you know, that seesaw. They go back and forth, they game, they close. Really good racing here from these top two here today. It's not done yet. Obviously, we still have a decent amount of laps left here in this race. Going to be interesting to see who can gain in, who has the advantage late in the going. See, still got some guys battling for the podium. These three guys right here, Tristan Allen, Zidell, and Davis all going for that podium spot. Maybe Dale Lightning if it gets really racy. Everybody else going to have to watch out for this last point here, too. Keegan Thompson, Brett Sear battling it out for that last point position here. Back up front, here we go. Gap at the line. I think it'll be close to the same. Oh, it's down 0.3 from 0.7 to 0.4. This is going to get very, very close here. Nelson definitely is quicker through one. He seems to close in a bit. He's going to get down into that left-hander for turn 2. Get back set up for the right-hander at turn 3. Heading down the back straightaway. Oh, Xavier slid a little wide there, and Nelson's going to go right to the inside.
That's it. Brandon Nelson's going to have a run to the inside. He's got to be careful. Not going to be able to hold it right now. It is going to be a good battle between these two guys through this race. Though Brandon Nelson right there, obviously with the faster race car, and Arthur Xavier next time by is going to have 8 laps to go, excuse me, here at Lime Rock to hold him off. So we're just going to have to see. Nelson may be able to peek to the inside here in turn 1.
Let's see if Nelson can get a run down into turn 1 here, down at the line. Obviously, gap is under 0.2 seconds. Nelson's clearly flying. He's going to get to the inside in 1. Now, if he can stay side by side in 2, not quite there, but he's still close. Now, Xavier's going to slide it down there. Heads into 3. He slid wide last time. Hits it perfect that time around, so no errors there. He's just trying to hold on here. He doesn't seem to have the car that Nelson does. We've seen all day. Clean air definitely matters. And having that top position, it definitely is going to play an impact in the this race here. So we're just going to have to see who can hold on, who's going to make the move, who's going to make the mistake is really what it's a game of chess here at this point between these two all day. You know, it's been a battle of who can make the move, who cannot. See some tire tracks there on the front straightaway. So there's definitely been a good amount of calamity through this race that we'll review post-race. But worth noting, too, I don't think he's going to have enough time, but Tristan Allen has closed about 4. He slowly looks like he might be working his way back up there, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. But let's go with Xavier, Nelson through 1, 2, and 3, down the back straightaway again. Nelson, I don't know, that might have been, when he got up to the back bumper of Brandon Nelson heading into turn 4 down the back straightaway, that might have been a big mistake to not go for it farther there, because he hasn't quite gotten as close since he did.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Tristan Allen's under fire from Justin Zidell again, so you might want to watch out for that battle in the 3rd position.
Take a look there. Tristan Allen, Zidell, Dustin Davis still fighting it out with each other. Nelson seems to be pushing pretty hard there. Saw him coming out of turn 5, I believe it was. He slid it just a little wide, saw some dirt kicked up. So I don't know if those general tires are just starting to go away on him, or if just Xavier just might have that much better pace. But into turn 3, Xavier almost slid it wide. Nelson got a big run off of turn 3 there, though. This time he's going to have some of the slipstream as they head down the back straightaway. Turn 4, let's see if he slides it wide again. He's just not hitting his corners quite as sharp as he did at this point of the race. Make it into turn 5. See if Nelson slides wide. Doesn't slide wide this time, so he might close back in a little bit. Get down into 6 down the front straightaway. Just the game continues between these two, but I think Nelson's going to have closed some of that gap. Takes about 3/10 off, so we'll see he start, close back in. It's just laps are winding down here. Only 5 laps to go here at Lime Rock Park. It may not be enough for Nelson.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. He may have one more chance if Xavier goes off. We're going to watch right here. Nelson's right there. He's going to get a run. I don't think it's going to be enough to make a move quite yet, but Nelson did regain all that time, and now it's going to be tight here as they go up the hill.
They come into turn 5. Xavier's still trying to just hold it out. It seems to be Xavier's definitely quick in turns 4 and 5, but 2 and 3 is where Nelson's making up a ton of time. Gap's going to be way down this time around. And it's worth noting, I think he went off, but Tristan Allen's been passed by both Davis and Zidell. Replay should be on the bottom of the screen. That's going to move Zidell into the podium position, and the only guy around him, I think, in points who's currently set to score is Nelson. But here we go, back up front. Nelson's right to the back bumper again. Can't quite get there, though. He gets close, but it's not close enough to get around that 16 car just yet.
It's going to be a tight one here. Nelson's got a chance here, and obviously when it came to the IndyCar Series earlier, Chase Harris made his move on the last lap, so this thing is not over until the checker flag flies. So we're going to have to see Nelson went off a lot right there. That is going to hurt his chances tremendously, and that might be exactly what Arthur Xavier wanted to see here in this race.
We'll have to see, obviously, as we've seen all day. Nelson's definitely not quicker through 4 and 5, but 2 and 3 makes up a ton of time. Gap back up to half a second here. 3 laps to go here at Lime Rock. Xavier trying to get, I don't know how many wins Xavier has in the NOFSRL. I know it's probably not too many. Nelson trying to get his 2nd win of the season here. Become only the 2nd 2-time winner, but either way, these two are going to battle it out to the end. Nelson's closing in just a little bit. Get all the way to the bumper. Xavier, that was a big slide by that 16 car. The 18's going to close up just a bit more.
Yeah, he's right back on him again. But it's only going to be 2 laps to go this time by, so the big question is, will Nelson have an opportunity to get around Xavier here? He's right there. He's got the distance. Does he have the opportunity to make a pass? A very difficult place to make a run, but Nelson may be able to do it here in these final 2 laps.
Nelson's definitely had the quickest car here all day. He's just showing that speed, but he's got to see if he can make the move. He looks to the inside in 2, not quite there. Now let's see if he can try and crisscross Xavier up. They're going to head into 3. This is where Nelson's been fast. Here he goes to the inside. He's going to make the lead down the back straightaway. Is he going to have the run this time? They're side by side heading in through the kink and into turn 4.
Oh, he's got the inside. He's got the inside this time, and he might finally get it here on Arthur Xavier coming to the white flag.
Oh, they're going to go through 5, and there goes Nelson into the lead, heading to the white flag. Oh, a power move by Nelson down the back straightaway, and he had to held him off through 4 and 5, but he's going to see the white flag one more time around here at the Lime Rock Park in the Motorola Grand Prix. But is Xavier done yet? Obviously, we've seen all day. Make just a little bit of a slide. It can be a mistake, and don't look now if these two tangle. Justin Zidell's under 2 seconds now. Here they come through 2 and 3. Nelson's been strong here all day. He's going to hit his mark, slide, not too wide, just perfect. Gets the gap down the back. I think that's probably going to do it here for him today. Head through the top of the course one more time. Just about perfect there for him. Well, he had the dot started on the pole. Almost lost it in pit road, but you know, as they say, fastest car finds his way back up to the front somehow. Had to muscle his way around Xavier, and Brandon Nelson's going to join Josh Williamson as a 2-time winner here in the Body Armor Cup Series, and he scores his 2nd victory of the season in the Motorola Grand Prix at Lime Rock Park. Xavier's going to come home 2nd. Zidell rounds out the podium in 3rd. Davis goes 4th. Tristan Allen, though, still with a solid top 5 at the stripe. Lightning and Rowe. Lightning ended up finishing P6 there. Another good run for him in the points, clawing his way up. You got Nathan Faden, best finish of the season. Chase Buck in the points finally. Good to see there. And Keegan Thompson ended up getting the 10th position for the final spot in the points. See just some of these guys. Josh Williamson managed to get up to 15th, but no points for him. Fitzy, Colton Yo, a lot of these guys up from the top of the points. Just not a good day for them today, but One man it was a good day for, though, up there in the points. Brandon Nelson dominates from the pole. Scores his second win of the season here at Lime Rock Park, and definitely what was a hard-earned victory here today.
Oh, wow.
That was not something to see up there.
I was yawning for a second there. My apologies. Interesting moment right there. Yeah, no doubt about it there for Brandon Nelson. Obviously had his issue on the pit lane and then was able to get around Xavier on the racetrack with a clean pass. So he earned that one. Hands down was the fastest car. But we got a few guys back in there who did not have the best of days here at the Lime Rock Park.
No, that is for sure. See some of those guys there. Obviously, we know what happened to Scott Upton, but there are a couple guys here we do need to review here. Obviously, Logan Haslam, Monaco, Lipscomb, and Chase Harris. Got a couple guys here we're just going to take a quick look at to see, you know, what exactly went down here today. Some of that stuff going on in the back of the pack before we look at the points. See, watch here. This was coming to lap number 2. Equan Haslam, last week's winner in that 72. He just gets a huge slide and slides into Eric Monaco. That 9 car, just wrong place, wrong time. Completely destroyed there. Tough way to end his race here. Obviously not what he wanted to see in this race today. Equan Haslam, you know, victory last weekend, 31st this weekend. A tough swing of events for him, but that's just wrong place, wrong time. No one's really fault to blame there. Just big slide and turn into a wreck here early on in the race.
Well, a lot like in the Haas IndyCar Series race, only this time it wasn't the leader. It was Mohammed, number 40 machine, overshooting turn number 1, and thankfully he was able to miss the guardrail that was right there and merge back onto the track. But unfortunately, certain driver by the name of Chase Harris, wish he did hit that guardrail, because right here, Usman Hamid comes right back up on him in turn 2, and that sends Chase Harris into the outside fencing. That's where he got his rear end damage right there, and Usman Hamid was able to get away with it without too much damage. Either way, neither of them are going to receive points here at the Lime Rock Park.
Quick update here on what happened to Thomas Lipscomb. He's coming down the front straightaway here on lap number 8, and the motor just goes on that Mercedes, that AMG motor, just not holding up there for him today. Tough break for Polar Star Motorsports, and definitely Thomas Lipscomb not having a great day. I don't think he was going to get points, but regardless, he's been on an upswing the past couple of weeks here. It's probably going to hurt his momentum a little bit. It's a tough way to end his race here, blowing the motor here early in the race and not finishing. But that does it here for us today. That's a final thoughts here at Lime Rock Park. Obviously, Nelson and Xavier, I think, led flag to flag today. They definitely had the 2 best cars. Obviously, you know, they had that track position, but, you know, we saw a lot of the guys who started around them kind of fade throughout the race, but those 2 started on the front row. They were able to just, you know, hold on and duke it out for the entirety of this race today.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still an interesting one, no doubt about it, with Nelson and Xavier. And you know, I got to give a lot of props to Justin Zeidel. I think, you know, if Zeidel had started a little bit farther up front, he may have actually had a shot at winning this race. He definitely seemed to have a strong car at the end there. But great battle there from Brandon Nelson and Arthur Xavier. Great to see a pass for the race lead, a clean and traditional pass for the race lead on a road course. And we got that here today with Nelson and Xavier there late in the race here at Lime Rock.
Nelson definitely flexed his muscle there late in the going, but that does it here for us to Lime Rock. Now next, this coming Saturday here, obviously I know it's championship weekend championship weekend for Chick-fil-A Cup Series and Turkey Hill Series, and IndyCar Series wraps up too. But
yeah, the only one that isn't on my end is Turkey Hill Truck Series, so and then they get done before everyone else. But yeah, this is going up.
This coming, yeah, we go this Saturday, obviously. Next weekend's Labor Day weekend.
Yes, so yeah, next weekend's going to be a big weekend over on my channel. Obviously, we got Turkey Hill Truck Series in their second race. Obviously, we had them on Thursday night. Great race there. Congratulations once again to Trey Bartow. And yeah, Turkey Hill Truck Series is Friday. Turkey Hill Series finale. We got such a tight points battle in the Turkey Hill Series. And, you know, the time me and Matt are recording this, he doesn't know this yet, but Chick-fil-A Cup Series is going to be good. We got ourselves a championship battle and a close one at that going in to Darlington. And then, same thing for IndyCar, I would imagine. At the point of us recording this race, I don't know what happened at Gateway, but I imagine we have a close battle there. So all three races on finale weekend, Labor Day weekend on Napa Fan with Turkey Hill, Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and Haas IndyCar Series. Definitely don't want to miss out if you want some good championship battles in offline NR. It's going to be really fun next weekend on Napa Fan.
Yep, and over here, too, we've got an interesting, unique event coming up. We have the return of South Boston to its glory, and we're going to be down in South Boston for the Firestone Mid-Season Bash. It's going to be that Saturday. Kind of be splitting the action there for the day. You'll get you'll get a day race, you get the Turkey Hill race, and then you'll get a nightcap at South Boston. It's going to be an interesting one there. Obviously, we don't see too many day-night double headers, and then on top of that, we'll have a top 16 field invert there for that race. So they'll qualify field to get a top 16 invert for the nightcap. Definitely, it should be, thoughts heading into that race. Obviously, it's a pretty interesting point in the season. You know, we're going to do 2 races on the same day. It's definitely going to probably change a lot of things in the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got 2 races the same day, you know. It's going to be interesting to see how they both play out because one's going to be a day race, one's going to be a night race, so the conditions are going to be different for both races. So it's effectively going to be like 2 different races next Saturday, but definitely looking forward to that one. Big weekend next weekend with all that's going on in the NOFSRL.
Definitely should be a fun weekend there. But that is going to do it here for us tonight. Obviously, thank you to on behalf of Napa Fan here, Matt Tuck, Velocity Racing Network. Congratulations to Brandon Nelson on his 2nd win of the season here today. Points are going to be up after this, and we will see you guys next time.